What is the pettiest thing you've done after the end of a relationship?
Well, for starters, let's just start off with anything I fucking bought. It's mine. Give it the fuck back. Yep, toothbrush, toothpaste, dish soap, lotion, all that shit. Give it the fuck back. Then we're gonna start off with the big stuff that I bought. Give me them fucking shoes. Give me them fucking clothes. Give me everything the fuck I bought. Now, on one occasion, and if y'all might want a story time for this, I had bought a nigga a car. Yep, sure did. Stupid decision. He ended up crashing that car. I ended up getting it fixed, and it was just like the front end bumper type shit. Yeah, run me that fucking bumper. Matter of fact, run me the whole fucking car. I ended up getting the mirror fixed too. Run me that fucking mirror. So not only did I slowly take parts, but I took the whole fucking car. Yeah, I'm that petty. Fuck. And he still ain't got it to this motherfucking day.
I know y'all gonna be like, why is Valisha still with you after I tell y'all this? I took all of her credentials. I took her driver's license, her social security card, and her birth certificate, and I went down to our local health department and I applied for her death certificate. Because she was dead to me at that point, so bitch, you gonna die in real life. And then she got a restraining order against me. And then she got it served and then turned around 3 days later and got the restraining order lifted. And then I went down to the health department and told them that she really wasn't dead. But we went down there together and we went to get the restraining order lifted together. And I told them that she wasn't dead. And now we've been happy. And that was back in October 2020. And then we broke up for a little bit. And we didn't get back together till March 2021. But we love each other. Don't worry.
I used to be in a toxic relationship, and whenever things ended, I decided to go to his parents' house and give them the promise ring that he gave me, although they didn't know that he gave it to me. They didn't really like me, at least his mom didn't. His dad, I don't know how he felt about me, but I know his mom didn't like me. It was pretty obvious. So, so yeah, so I pull up, and she was like, hey, what are you doing here? And I was like, crying, and I was like, dude, I'm tired of being in this relationship. Here's this promise ring. Like, I just don't want to look at him ever again because he embarrassed me in the restaurant. He humiliated me. He kind of said some derogatory things to me in public, and like, he never did that before, and like, that was just like the freaking breaking point. And before that, he would like compare me to his friends' girlfriends, and then he would call me like, the WHORE word, and like, the SLUT word, and whatever derogatory words that you can think of. He called me those things because I don't know why. So whenever I told her all of those things, this woman, she was shook. Her jaw dropped. And she said, the last thing I wanted my son to turn out to be like was like his father. And then my jaw dropped, and I was like, here's the promise ring. Goodbye. And then I got back with him. But then I broke up with him again, like 3 weeks later. But yeah, they weren't really happy with me. They kind of hated me after that.
Up until last year, I was in an abusive relationship with a lying, cheating narcissist. In the midst of that breakup, I was purchasing their car from them, something that this person made as difficult as possible for me. They wouldn't sign the title over to me, and they wouldn't give me the spare key, which meant legally the car was theirs and they had access to it. If they came and took the vehicle, there's nothing I could do. It also means that they're responsible for parking tickets, something I got a lot of during this period. During this time, I had a rebound relationship with a woman who was also going through a bad breakup. One night after I'd fallen quite aggressively off the wagon, her and I sat down and made keychains with our ex's phone numbers on them. They said, reward, if found, please call. Then that person moved to New York, and on that drive threw those keys fucking everywhere, all across the country. And I think that's fucking incredible.
Well, my first husband was physically and mentally abusive, so he left for band practice, and I had a bunch of friends meet at the house and pack only my shit in the house. in their cars, get it to my sister's house. And then I called Nextel and had his phone turned off. And then he later on that night realized that just my stuff was missing. He thought the house was robbed, but he realized it was just my stuff missing. And when he went to call me, he didn't have a phone that worked. So he ran to his cousin's house, and to try and manipulate me into coming home, he said he was going to himself. So I called the police and had him take a 72-hour grippy sock vacation.
Okay, I never do stitches, ever, ever, ever. But I'm going to tell this story because I was actually pretty petty, but the guy deserved it fully. So, back in the day, I used to date this guy who was a bit of an arsehole. Like, he was seeing his ex-girlfriend the whole time that I was seeing him, etc, etc. Anyway, we broke up. His friend, his actual best friend, reached out to me and was like, I hope you're okay. Sorry for my man being a dick, whatever. What you doing this evening? Do you want to go to Winter Wonderland to clear your head? Nothing in it, just as friends, whatever. And I was like, what? Okay. I wouldn't normally move like that, but because he pissed me off so much, I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, let's go. Gets to Winter Wonderland. We're going on all the rides. We go on this big upside down turny thing. And he was like, oh, can I empty my pockets and put all the stuff in your bag in case they fall out? So I was like, yeah, of course. Whatever, went on the ride, had a good time, said goodbye, give him all of his shit back, didn't realise the guy's left one of his cards in my bag. So I text him, and then he's like, okay, cool, we'll meet up another time to get it. I said, okay. Then it gets to Christmas Eve. I walk into the pub with my cousins on Christmas Eve and see my ex in there. And I thought, great opportunity. So I just wanted to ruin his Christmas, do you know what I mean? So I walked straight over and said, oh, hi, are you going to see X, Y, and Z soon? Because the other night he left his card in my bag, so if you could just give it back to him, I'd really appreciate it. And he literally went wild. Like, I think I ruined his Christmas. He got on the phone to him, started screaming and threatening him. So yeah, I was like, Merry Christmas, babe, hope you have a good one.
So I was dating this guy who broke up with me after like 2 months, and he was obsessed with taking baths in his jetted tub. So when I gave him a box of his stuff back, I also threw in a bath bomb that was full of glitter, and I took the label off so he couldn't read it. And he wasn't really happy, and he was texting me how upset he was to go to work covered in glitter, and I just responded to all of his text messages with pictures of Edward from Twilight. And then I covered his entire gravel driveway in a big thing of glitter, so that every time he walks in his house, he tracked glitter in. And then I also put his phone number into the eHealth website for health insurance quotes, and he probably got 200 phone calls. And I also decorated his house with happy birthday banners because he forgot to call me on my birthday. And now we're married and having a baby.
One half of each pair of their socks. I'm not proud, but I did it.
This man cheated on me, and so had been staying at his mom's house to give me time to move out. Took a week. He called me one day before I was supposed to move out and said, you know what? I want my house back. I'm bringing my new girl over tonight. You need to be out of there. You need to be gone. Your stuff needs to be gone. I said, okay. I took the sheets and blankets off the bed. I took the shower curtain down. I took the soap out of the soap dispenser. I took the soap bar out of the soap dish. And I took the toilet paper, including the toilet paper on the roll. Nobody was getting clean at that house that night.
So originally I was going to give my ex his clothes back, all folded and washed. But then I charged his Apple Watch and found all the messages of him texting other girls. And I found out that he cheated on me. So I basically poured a bunch of that fine glitter into all the layers of his clothes alongside my favorite perfume, and my best friend's roommates helped me smash his Apple Watch. And yeah, we're not on good terms.